Guess where we just came from?
Disney World.
And we want to basically bring the vacation from us to give to you to kind of show you what we did, how we did it, where we did it, and everything like that. But we wanted to start off with like some price breakdowns and how we got set up and what we did to get there and everything like that.
Okay. Because who wants to walk all the way to the mini golf?
So cool.
No, I didn't. So our decision on our Disney trip, we decided to stay on property at Walt Disney World Resorts, and we end up getting just a 4-day base ticket, so no park hopper, which we'll talk about a little later about the difference. But we just got 4-day base tickets, and we also purchased memory makers, so we won't have to worry about. We pulled out our phones a lot to take pictures and videos, but also we wanted those magical extras and magic shots and things that we wanted for memories.
And so the breakdown of basically what our vacation was that, of course, like she said, we went to all 4 parks. We didn't do park hopper or anything like that. And actually, for your first time going, I don't recommend park hopper because you want to be able to spend the entirety at one park and just absorb it and just feel it. And the very first thing I want to say is don't get upset if you feel like you didn't get to do everything you want to do in that park, because there's no way possible. You can do everything your first day.
Yeah. Pick some things that you know that you want to do, especially when you're going with children, different age groups, smaller children, middle age, like 9-10-year-olds, and even preteens, teenagers. Everybody, it's something for everyone to do at the parks, and each park has their own theming and different things that may interest someone. So don't try to do too much in one day. Take breaks. There's tons of seating area. Find you somewhere to go sit. But we're gonna go ahead and talk about our reservation. When they get settled in, we're gonna just tour all the what you think?
Yeah, it sounds good to me.
Cause they got so many. I want to see King Tripe looking at me like this. Over there in that pit. So we did the 6-night reservation, and once we did our 6-night reservation, we were able to we'll be able to purchase magic bands, which we bought base magic bands here, and they were only $10 because we were resort guests. They're normally $19.99, about $20, but they were $10 each. These specialty ones here, like the little glitter, they were like an extra $5, so it was like $15 each for the glitter
ones.
But these are just base magic bands. You also can use your phone on your My Disney experience, and you can just tap in. It's the only thing this is used for is you can tap into your room, which was really fun for the kids. So that's the main reason why I bought them. That you don't need a room key. You just use your magic band to tap into the room. And also this holds your tickets for each park. And also you can add even your credit card if you want. So when you purchase food at the park, you can just tap your magic band and purchase it, which we didn't do that option, but it was fun using it to tap in, and also extra things as far as like Genie Plus that we could tap in at the rides and attractions.
Yep. And so, just to start out, I want to talk about the resort that we stayed at. We stayed at the Art of Animation Resort. We stayed in, what is it called? The Cars, I guess?
Yeah, Cars.
Cars section, or?
We did a family suite since it was, of course, 5 of us, 2 adults, 3 children. We did a family suite, which They have a pull down Murphy bed, which was really cool, and also a pull out sofa mattress. What it's called?
I think it's, what is it, like a sofa bed or?
Yeah, sofa
Pull-out
bed.
bed? I don't
You
know,
can pull it out,
pull-out
which
bed.
we never pulled it out. All three kids wanted to sleep on the Murphy bed. And it was more than enough room. They were comfortable. And then mom and dad, we had a separate room with a queen size bed and our own separate bathroom. I love that we had 2 different bathrooms, one for the kids to use, one for us to use. We were able to get ready super quick. And we also, our resort was pet friendly. So make sure that if you are bringing a pet and you don't have like a dog sitter or anything like that, now Disney does provide a dog service where you can allow your pet to stay on property, not in your room, but you can pay extra for them to stay. When you go to the park, you can send them to basically like a dog sitter. But we decided to let our dog stay in our hotel room. She was more than comfortable. Of course, we had like a little pen area for her, and we'll come and check on her frequently, like when we took breaks from the park. But upon check-in, they were able to give us a map, give us the pet policies here, and also a map of the resort where it showed where all the different buildings and what is a pet area. As you can see the little icon there.
Basically a designated area.
Those little icons in each building where you can let your pet relieve themselves. And just make sure you pick it up, of course.
Right. Now, to go along with what she was talking about with the pet, now they do have policies. So if you have a service animal and like basically if you're in a wheelchair and like your dog is helping you move around, or you basically have a seeing eye dog or something like that, then your pet is free. He or she is free to stay, and he can go to the park with you. And I've seen pictures where they put the service animal on the roller coaster with them to ride. I don't know how that worked, but
yeah.
But
your pet stays free.
Right.
If you have a service animal, emotional support animal, service animal, even with the credentials, it's not.
No,
it's not accepted.
Right.
But if you do decide to have a service animal, that means your dog is at service, and your dog will need to be with you at all times. So that's the reason why it is free.
And they will come check.
Yes, they'll come check your room. So they give you a tag that you can put on the outside of your room to let housekeeping know that your pet is currently in the room. So therefore, they don't come and startle your animal, and it'll be a chaotic situation, or maybe not. Dog could be sleeping, but you don't want to startle the animal, and just letting them know that there is somebody occupied in the room, meaning your pet, and do not come in.
No, straight across the water.
Oh my god, that's far.
Not too far. I thought I was gonna be in the picture camera. Like those movie.
All right, ready?
Why would y'all open that right now? That's for breakfast.
We don't have any milk.
They're open it.
We don't have any milk.
I do it.
That don't make no sense. Clean up the mess and throw it in the trash, please.
It's all good.
What did I do? What did I do? You open it.
Oh look, tonight's schedule. They're gonna read a story.
Good night.
Oh,
I don't feel like being
Good night.
Oh, where are you free?
you gonna treat your fans like that? Your fans want to hear from you.
We're just at Disney World.
Okay.
Wait, Leah locked up his cage. Come here. This is a Leia, Princess Love. Okay. Leia, Princess Love. That's her full entire name. Hands up. Now let me get the shoes off our backs. You know you can take your shoes off. Daddy, you know you can take your shoes off.
Keep mine on.
That's a true clock. Walk inside. Walk inside.
Yeah.
That's a... Thanks. Help, Daddy, help! 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 Ah!
Where'd he go? Oh no.
Panda milk.
Oh. What?
Chocolate on your face.
Once we booked our reservation, and once you pay your final payment of your reservation, Disney sends you a nice blue envelope, well, especially for the 50th anniversary. So it looks something like that on the outside. It's a little beat up, which it did include for all 5 of us luggage tags here. A nice little 50th anniversary
Luggage tag.
luggage tag. And got your information on the back. Luggage tags. And also they have something called magical extras. Since you are a resort guest and you did a complete package, a package is basically you are booking your room, but also you have purchased tickets along with your room. So that's the reason why it's called a package. Now if you just purchase a room only and then you purchase tickets separately and then you happen to link them on your My Disney experience, a different situation. But if you book a complete package, you'll get magical extras like this, which you'll get of course you see the magical extras there. You'll get 4 vouchers for mini golf, and there's 2 different mini golf parks, and also ESPN Wide World of Sports. Yeah. Currently they didn't have any sporting events or anything at ESPN Wide World of Sports. So they during our stay, it may not be the same, but we was able to use the 4 mini golfs, but also able to use the 4. So say if you have a total of 8 people, you can all play mini golf and use all 8 vouchers.
All right.
And also they do have a benefit for the magical extras. It's called a savings card. So when you go to Disney Springs, which we have a brochure for that as well. Disney Springs is not a theme park. It is like a shopping or outlet or just immersive shopping and food.
I think that's a
restaurants. Yeah, kind of like an outlet, I guess.
Outlet,
yeah. But it has a lot of different things. But you get you'll bring your magical extra savings card, and it shows you places to eat that you'll get discounts on. Roughly what I looked at, you get 10, 15, up to 20% off on certain things. Oh, coming back out.
Is it?
Coming back out.
Coming back out.
All right, so there's 2 miniature golf courses at Disney World. There's Fantasia Gardens, and there's Summerland.
You said Summerland, winter, something. I don't know.
No.
They can look it
say
up.
right.
They can look it up.
So there's 2 miniature golf courses at Walt Disney World that are part of the magical extras. Of course, you can use that for use those vouchers. There's Disney's Winter Summerland miniature golf, and there's Fantasia Gardens, and we chose to go to Fantasia Gardens, which it has, of course, the Fantasia theme. You have Mickey and the hippo and the tutu and all those little fun things from Fantasia. So we wanted to get the more Disney-ish theming, so that's we chose Fantasia Gardens.
So like at Fantasia Gardens, the way the games are played is that each person in your group, I think it was up to 5, so it was perfect. It was 5 of us. And each member of your group can have up to 6 swings. They give you a scorecard, like we really know what we was doing with the scorecards.
It was our first time playing miniature golf,
like
a real course. We played smaller courses and stuff, so it really wasn't like counting or anything. It was real deal miniature golf. Gave us a little pencil and scorecard and everything. But It was really fun.
Gotta find that scorecard. We kept it. We kept the scorecard as a souvenir. I like the scorecard. But yeah, we went through and we each took our turn swinging, and it wasn't a gigantic mini golf. It's mini golf. You know, it wasn't huge. I think there was up to like.
I mean, you had water squirting at you. And
yeah.
it was fun things. Like, so they have really immersive. Like, a lot of them was very interactive. Like, I remember it was one that had mushrooms, and the mushroom top will go up and it'll eat your ball, and it'll take it to a whole nother route away from the hole. So then you have to hit wherever that ball goes. You have to hit it to the hole. So it was really fun. It's really fun.
And then each one had I think it was like a riddle. Each hole had a riddle to go with the hole, and it kind of like told the story of, you know, from like Fantasia, the movie.
Yeah, the movie.
You know, it's each one that was explaining the story behind
that specific
hole that you was
putting
playing.
area.
So that's what we chose to do. Like, you know, you can choose whatever you want to do, but we chose to do mini golf, which I think was really good after because we drove in. So I think that was like a relaxing.
Stretch your legs,
right?
And kind of play mini golf. It was a little hot during the time that we went,
Yeah,
but it wasn't that bad though. We had water and it was cool. It was like a good 80 degrees. Wasn't too bad. But played miniature golf. It was some shaded areas though during miniature golf, so we was able to catch some cool breezes and stay under the shade a little longer on those holes, and then we kept going through the course.
Now, let's talk about getting ready for the trip itself. So let's backtrack a little bit before the mini golf, before we came in, and before the resort. Things that you will need to survive Disney World. I'm gonna show you a picture of me with Aladdin, and even though Aladdin's talking, his facial expression kind of shows like, wow, this guy's super sweaty. Why he's so sweaty? And it's just being prepared, because especially like if you're from up north, or if you just live in a climate that's not, you can live in a dry heat climate and not be used to humidity, and you can live in a cooler climate and not be used to humidity. Humidity is a completely different beast. It's like constantly walking around in a bowl of soup. It's that type of heat. And so it will literally drain you. So you want to make sure you pack plenty of water, maybe some Pedialyte for the kids, something to, Gatorade, and
stay well hydrated.
Yeah, stay well hydrated.
At the theme parks, they do have complimentary water stations. So they had pre-made water stations and cups on the side, so you can just grab a cup and service yourself. But if you don't see any of those, they did have bottle filling stations in some areas, and of course some water fountains. And also, what did they have? Oh, you can go to some quick service dining areas, and you can just go to the front and just ask them, can I get a cup of water or a cup of ice or whatever you're needing. If you want to pour more ice into your already filled water bottle just to keep it cool and let the ice melt down so you have a cool drink later, you can do that. So those things are good tidbits to stay hydrated in Disney World.
Right. And then, bring like a towel to wipe your face off if you need to.
Cooling towels. You can probably use some of the ice or water to get the cooling towels, wring it out, put it around your neck if you get overheated easily. So if you have an issue, medical issues or anything with fainting or anything like that, cooling towel is needed.
For the channel. Take your mask off and flip it around. Take your mask off, flip it around. And then I want y'all to stand right here. Like right here, and wave at daddy. Stand right here. Stand beside. Stand beside. And turn and wave at daddy. And look real excited. 1, 2, 3, wave. Perfect. All right. Look behind you. Journey, take it off your face. There you go. Perfect. On me. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Now, when we went, this was my very first time going to Disney World. But I'm kind of used to being in that climate, especially working in this climate. This was her second time. And I noticed that a lot of people had like fans. They had mini fans or these neck fans.
I had a fan, but I didn't even use my fan.
I think they're getting away.
Because I mainly use, like I said, the Cooling Town work. I feel like it works better because you can just cool it, and then also you can put it in the Ziploc bags, quart size, various sizes, sandwich size, quart sizes, and gallon sizes. So you can put that cooling towel in your bag and it won't get everything wet. In that baggie and zip it up, so therefore you can take it on and off. So like sometimes you have your fan and you're blowing with it, or you have it around your neck when you're on the ride, especially if you're trying to get on a roller coaster. You have this much time to buckle up and it's going. It's like take your hat off, take your ears off so you won't lose anything, and you're like, oh, let me take my fan off and let me put it in my bag, and yeah, you end up leaving it on the ride. Or something.
I left a hat on the ride.
Yeah.
So
because you gotta get up and go. And
you can
like,
easily
my hat.
lose stuff on the ride.
Yes.
But of course, backpacks, strollers. If you have little ones, bring strollers. Like I push my 2 girls in the stroller most of the time. Every now and again, my son sat in it. So like they do rent strollers. But if you have a stroller and it fits the requirements, because they have requirements for the size of your stroller, if you have one and it fits the requirement, bring it with you, because you'll end up paying $120 extra or so just to have that stroller, and that's if you get one.
Yeah, so they could run out depending on how busy the park day is.
All right.
But with the stroller rentals, at the theme park. You can purchase for multiple days, meaning that you can purchase for one day only. But if you're staying for multiple days, like if you're staying in a resort or anything, you can purchase the stroller at the theme park for multiple days, meaning that you'll rent the stroller, you'll purchase it, you'll keep that receipt with your multiple day purchases. If you're going to multiple different parks, keep that receipt safe. So therefore, when you check out, you return the stroller, of course. You go to the next park the next day, you just show them that receipt that you already prepaid. They'll give you the stroller. And another way is there's a lot of different stroller companies around the Orlando area that you can do stroller rental, and we saw plenty of trucks delivering people strollers and even their motor scooters as well. So they'll deliver it to you to the resort.
That's a whole nother beast.
Oh, he blocked you. What's wrong with you? How did you get it? How you gonna make a stupid little head? Wait, it's going.
Yeah.
Speaking of humidity, if you're carrying those needed items, like if you need a fan, if you need your water bottles, your cooling towels, Ziploc baggies, snacks for your kids or snacks for yourself, your medications, anything that you may need, Band-Aids. There's a wide variety of things that you may need. Oh, sunscreen, you need to reapply. A sun visor, a hat, different things that you may think is your park necessity bag that if you want to carry your backpack. Because since we had a stroller, my recommendation is if you do have a backpack, give some time to take your backpack off. Because of the humidity, it makes you sticky and sweaty. Yeah, so you want to make sure that you take your backpack off, because since you have something sitting on your shoulders and your back, you're sweating in that area where that backpack is holding. So you want to take that off and basically let your shoulders, shirt area dry up or something. It's try to, and also relieve your shoulders from carrying it if your backpack is heavy. Our backpack was mildly, it wasn't heavy, it was very light because I didn't want to overpack or carry too much. So we just picked out necessity, especially after our first day. We was like, we don't need this, we don't need that, so we took those things out of our bag and we just kept it light.
Now another thing is that you picked up was food trays.
Yes.
Bring you can buy you a food tray
off Amazon.
Yeah, we bought a 2-pack for was it 2-pack or
I bought 2. They were really cheap. They were
$3 or something like that.
I think so. Or one of them was $1.69. They were really cheap, and they were You can look at the dimensions so you can know they're small enough to fit in your backpack. So if you have like a regular size backpack, not the mini backpacks, but a regular size backpack, not too big, you can just slide it into your backpack easily. And it's a good way if you're carrying multiple food items or drinks, you can just carry that tray and it's yours. Of course, when you go to some quick service areas, they do have trays, but once you get all your food items to the table or to your family, you have to give the tray back.
Yeah.
You can't just keep the tray. So I did find that tip from doing research that you can purchase like almost like a lunch tray, a mini lunch tray off Amazon. So I bought 2 of those to keep in our bag at all times, so we don't know if we're juggling too many food items, like baskets of chicken strips and fries for your kids. You don't have to juggle it or either dropping it, because I have seen a lot of angry parents that will buy treats and food and they are willing to, they have doing a balancing act on their stroller, and they're pushing their stroller and the food drops and they're having a fit. So don't be like that and just try to get you a tray. Also, when you're eating, that wouldn't be recommended anyway, to move while you're eating. Try to find a nice cozy spot. Yeah, there's tons of alleyways and little seating areas or makeshift seating areas like curbs on side of the road. Speaking of like some parks, they have like streets and like Magic Kingdom or Hollywood Studios. Sit on the curve and find you a nice shaded area and sit down and eat, or find you a nice bench to sit down and just relax and eat. We sat down for our first day, we sat down for like a good hour or so because
at Hollywood
Studios.
Yeah,
we sat for a long time in a nice shaded, cool area. It was really nice.
My feet was hurting.
I even took my shoes off. It was such a nice area. It was relaxing, and you hear the theme park music. Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts, was after we jumping on rides and be able to duck off into that alleyway, sit on a bench, order some food, kick back, and just people watch, enjoy. And it wasn't many people over in that area anyway, so it was like we had it secluded to ourselves, and it was really nice.
Austin, but I am having fun. You got any move out the way? No, you good.
Hey,
I love
It's
town.
beautiful.
No, I want to do town
That's
here.
like going to the Bahamas or something. Yeah, they have the colorful homes.
Here. Close
Oh, that's beautiful.
your eyes.
So now, I want to talk about the resort, but before I get to the resort, I want to talk about like some of the extras that we got before we got to Disney World. So one of the things, it's October now. We went earlier in October, and they have Mickey Not So Scary, and we got tickets for that. Now, here's the deal with these tickets. Depending on what day you go, there is like a supply and demand. And yep, there's supply right there. And like we paid $159 per adult, and we paid $149 per child. And I think if what you say you have a child 2 and under, they're free or something like that.
Yes, so a child 2 and under is free. That's for special ticket events and also theme parks, because they're infants, so they don't really need a ticket. But 3 to 9 years old, that is a child ticket. So if you have a child that's 10 or up, they will be considered an adult ticket. So they will have to pay that adult ticket price for their.
We did
entry.
that. We also bought Memory Maker, where that is a thing where you go to a park and you can just find a person with a camera. Well, not just a random person, an actual cast member with a camera.
Photo pass.
Yeah, you can do photo pass with them. And they'll snap a shot of you. And they'll do different things like they'll do magic shots or animated super zone. They got this thing called a Tiny World shot, which I'm kind of mad now because I'm like, I didn't catch that one yet. And then
Photo studio.
And I think, I don't know how much, I think, what'd you say, it was like $69?
For advanced purchases, for basically 3 days prior to your visit. If you're paying for your entire stay, say if you're staying at a resort or you're staying multiple days. Now they do have an option where you can just pay for one day. And you can just purchase Memory Maker for that one day. For example, if you're going to a special ticketed event like Mickey Not So Scary Halloween or the Christmas party, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, you can purchase Memory Maker for that one day. So if you're purchasing for that one day in advance, there's a lower price, of course. So you can purchase it 3 days in advance. But we purchased it with our package, so it's like I think it was $169 for the entire vacation, and that means like we could use PhotoPass. Like we went to once we checked in, and we could have went to anywhere like Disney Springs to go to like a photo studio and get pictures made. So there's like 2 photo studios. Of course, there's Disney Springs, and also there was a photo studio in Magic Kingdom, like in Sir Mickey's gift shop.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was Sir Mickey's gift shop.
Yeah, it was off on the side, I believe. Yeah,
and then,
inside of the gift shop.
And then there's plenty of other extra things you can do. It's just this is what we did. One of the last things we did a droid build, and that's gonna be saved for a whole nother video separate from this one. But it's really freaking cool, and we got some tips on that one as well. But as far as the resort goes, we actually end up going to Publix, which, like, if you're not familiar with Publix, it's a grocery store, which a lot of people rave about, like their fried chicken and their sandwiches and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was like 5 minutes away from our resort, so it was like we need
literally 5 minutes.
Even though we had a mini fridge, it fit a lot, so we had some items. Oh, we also had a cooler, that we had in our room, so we had basically like 2 fridges. So we had our cooler where we kept some food items like drinks and stuff, and like our main food items like sandwiches and whatever we wanted to eat that need to keep cold. Oh, like milk and yogurt and things like that. We kept in the mini fridge.
And then you might want to add this to your list. Like the cooler that we got, it's not just some regular cooler. It's a refrigerated cooler, so you don't have to put ice in it or anything like that. Like you plug it up into the wall, and it turns on, and it cools or freezes whatever you put in there. And so, like, this thing goes up to, like, 28 degrees Fahrenheit. But, yeah, it will, like, if you have popsicles, you could throw the popsicles in there and they'll freeze it. It'll keep it frozen. So, that's something good. And that thing was only maybe $125. And it's lasted us for a good while now. So, like, I haven't had any issues with it. So, I think, like, especially if you're a family, like, if it's you, wife, husband, the kids, and you're traveling a long distance, take that thing with you. You can plug it up to the car, and it'll work inside your car. Like it's freaking amazing. I'll post a link to it or show you a picture, or I'll do something. You'll see links and stuff floating around. But we did that, and then just back at the resort, like she was saying about the Murphy bed, we had the pull-out bed and the couch. We had 2 TVs. So we didn't have to like fight over what we was gonna watch, but realistically, you're not watching TV anyway. Like you're at the park, man. You're at the park all day, and then you go to the hotel room to sleep. That's it.
Well, unless you're taking breaks for like dining. If you're like a big on some of the dining restaurants, which we didn't take advantage of as much this go round in our trip because we was like just immersive on like theme parks, and we was like we'll just do quick service meals, and we also had snacks in our backpack, so we just mainly did quick service this trip. We only did one sit down breakfast. We did a sit down breakfast.
Yeah, we
at Rainforest Cafe.
Tropical Rainforest.
Yeah.
Was it Tropical Rainforest or is it Rainforest Cafe? I don't know.
Rainforest Cafe. That's all I know Cafe, it is.
Yeah. But the Rainforest Cafe there is in Animal Kingdom, and so we did that, and then and that's a separate thing. Like we're gonna talk about that because Animal Kingdom happened to be one of my favorite parks too. So, but yeah, that's about it for our day one. Our day one was mostly getting all our stuff in, and trying to relax. We play some mini golf, trying to rest up from that long travel. And then, one other thing that we did, and I think this is a great idea, is we went to the gift shop. So at the Art of Animation Resort, the gift shop, well, from where we were in the Cars building, the gift shop was literally like, it was right there.
Not a long distance.
Yeah, it's not a long distance at all. And we got in there and we just kind of looked around at some stuff, and that's actually why I bought this from. So, but yeah, in the gift shop, like, you can get you a toothbrush if you forgot about your toothbrush. They also got Pedialyte, like I was saying, you can pack some Pedialyte. They got Pedialyte in there. And of course, you're going to pay those Disney World prices.
It's going to be a little pricier because you forgot your items.
Exactly.
Make sure is there a local Walmart nearby, or basically any store outside of property if you have the luxury of doing so. If you did not drive in like we did, we had a car, so we were able to go to Walmart or something to get like missing items. But if you don't, of course, you'll have to get a ride share or Uber, Lyft, anything to be able to get to the store and back, or delivery. Uber Eats, Walmart delivery. I've heard so many other guests using all types of different delivery services. So yeah, just do a delivery service if you don't have a car. If you do have a car, go to Walmart or something, or go anywhere to get something that's a little less pricier instead of paying $6 for like some cream that you forgot. Like,
I paid $3 for a toothbrush.
Yeah, $3 for a single toothbrush.
Yeah, I mean, but that's a part of it though. So like, but now, guys, I do want you to remember, we're not Disney bloggers, we're not Disney journalists. We're just talking about our experience, and just trying to help you guys prepare, because there's a lot of people that has never been to Disney World, and they finally are in a spot to where they can go, and they don't know where to start. So they start looking around. So I just figured maybe, somebody will see this video and they're like, you know what, this would be a good place to start, and just watch this video. Maybe take some pointers from us. I don't know. But like I said, we're not bloggers. We're not Disney bloggers or anything. We're a video game channel. We just went on vacation.
Want to share our vacation.
Yeah. Now, one last thing that I want to add before we go to day 2, because this, like I said, this is going to be like a 6 or 7 part video. It's a lot of stuff, and we hadn't even scratched the surface.
Have a lot of fun videos and things for you to watch, but I think that's where we're going to probably leave off for this video, is talk about our check-in and just basically roaming around the resort. And we'll probably attach some pictures of some resort roaming around the resort videos and pictures that we took, and also our room. So with check-in, once you arrive at the resort, or days before, you can start your check-in process on your My Disney experience. Once you enter the resort, there's a security guard at the front gate. They'll ask for your reservation or your last name, and they'll look you up, and they'll, basically say you're in, or yes, that you're here. And then that's when basically, even though you did your pre-check-in, I noticed that once we got to the security gate, once he hit "they're here," that's when I got the text message and notification saying, "Oh, you're here. Your room is not quite ready yet. Enjoy the resort, whatever." So about time we parked and we was walking towards like the gift shop area and stuff just to look, I looked down and I got an email saying, "Oh, your room is ready." And since we did you don't have to go to the counter. Since we did the check-in on the mobile phone, we were able to get our room number, and therefore, like these magic bands, we didn't have to get like a special card or anything. But also, you can tap your phone to tap your room as well to get in. Mm-hmm. So we were able to get our room number. We just went to whatever building our room was at in the cars area. We was able to tap our magic band and get into our room. And of course, we went to Bell Services to receive a luggage rack. Loaded all our luggage up, wheeled it to our room, and we put everything in our room. It was very simple. We unloaded. Took no time to unload. Yeah. We was able to throw all our luggage in our room, close it. We were so excited to get there. We're like, we're ready to just roam around the resort, and that's what we did.
Oh, one more thing. It was my birthday, or this is my birthday month, and so you tell them that it's your birthday, or
any special celebration, graduation,
right?
Anything.
And they gave me a birthday pen. And then they gave the kids first visit pens. She's been here
celebrating.
She experienced.
We're celebrating. I went when I was a kid, I was a child. But things have changed, for years. If you haven't been in a few years, it's your first time.
It's your first time.
It's your first time.
But yeah, they'll give you a pen, and all the cast members, just about most of the cast members, they notice the pen, they say happy birthday. And these guys, they're awesome. They're
very vigilant. They're watching everything.
They're busy, but they saw the pen, this pen, and was like, happy birthday. Yeah. I was like, dude, there's 1,000 people coming through here. How did you see that? So
it makes you feel special. It's Disney magic. It was still there. Got plenty of pixie dust. Got some, free ice cream a little bit. We'll talk about that later. But got a few little perks and things. It was really nice. And the main thing about our resort, the extra benefit we forgot to say, the transportation. We have the Skyliner access. Yeah. If you haven't heard about Skyliner, look it up. But Skyliner, we'll also have some pictures and videos of that. But the Skyliner is a wonderful transportation. We were staying at the Art of Animation. We share properties, literally the bridge of the Skyliner with a neighboring resort, Pop Century. Mm-hmm. So we all funnel in basically from this way to this way. We funnel into the Skyliner. But the Skyliner, it never stops moving. Like how a bus stops and wait for you to load in. The Skyliner is moving as you're loading into the Skyliner, closes the doors and takes you off. So it's very, very quick. You'll see a mile-long line, and that line just goes down in minutes. It was amazing. So
and then, the good thing about the Skyliner, since there's 5 of us, we all get in and we fill it up. Because normally, if it was just me and her, they'll be throwing other people on the Skyliner with us. But every time we go on the Skyliner, because there's 5 of us and a stroller, we was by ourselves. And all every time.
And it's vents at the top and stuff. So as we're taking off, you're getting that air blowing on you. So if you're a little hot or you've been running around the parks, you get a nice little breeze and get to sit down and ride. That's a whole nother. It's like another attraction. Yeah, it really is. It's really fun.
But then, of course, the other places, you got buses, you got the monorail. Yes. Ferry boats. Those two are at Magic Kingdom, and I think Epcot has some monorail too, don't they?
Yeah, they have boat, and then also boat taxis. So yeah.
Well, we'll get to that. So anyway, though, guys, thank you for joining us on our day 1. We're gonna talk about day 2 in a next coming up video. Probably after Astroneer or something like that, because we got a slew of Astroneer videos we got to release. And then we'll get back to this, man. We had a good time, but I feel like because of her, I feel like we was prepared, and we just want to make sure y'all prepared too. So, with that being said, we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Bye.